sure everything on her is real, but I love her. She is no nonsense, tons of fun, and an amazing businesswoman and writer. She used to be a journalist for a magazine when she first started out. Then she met her husband. He was a wealthy, older businessman, very old school, and didn't believe in women working. They were to stay at home with the children. Vicky loved him, so she gave up her career for him. They married. Then Vicky discovered she couldn't have children. They didn't have the happiest of marriages after that. She was the trophy wife. He was the habitual cheater. He died 10 years ago of a heart attack, leaving Vicky a very rich woman. His business is still going. I don't know much about it. Something to do with acquisitions, I think. I'm not sure, and I don't think Vicky is either. It has a board and a CEO that run it, so when he died, Vicky decided to stay well out of it, and instead took a chunk of the money he'd left her and went back to her first love, magazines, and that's when she started up Etiquette. It's a low-priced, small magazine, a monthly, with a readership of 500k. The magazine just about breaks even. Vicky doesn't make much on the magazine. She does it for the love and to keep busy. She's determined to make it a success, and because she took a chance on me and gave me a job when no one else would, and also because I love her to bits, I'm determined to help her see that dream come true. She's a brilliant, vibrant woman who was dealt a shit hand in life, and she deserves happiness. This magazine succeeding will make her happy. And you never know, one day, if the magazine grows huge, she might let me spin off and create an insert music magazine. Okay, well, I can dream, can't I? Finishing off her call, she hangs up and grins at me, big hazel eyes alive, and I know straight away she's up to something. What? I ask, suspicious. Jake Wethers, she says, practically humming his name. My heart sinks. I let out a light sigh. Jake Wethers, one of the biggest rock stars in the world, lead singer of the hugely successful rock band, The Mighty Storm. Who also, once upon a time, used to be my best friend. We lived next door to each other growing up. We went to school together, did everything together, until he moved to America with his family when we were 14. He was also the absolute love of my life, not that he ever knew that, of course, and I was devastated when he left. I don't have a single childhood memory that doesn't have Jake in it. When he left with his family to move thousands of miles away, we vowed to stay in contact. But that was 12 years ago, when there was no internet or mobile phones for kids. Those were things solely reserved for adults, usually the ones with more money than mine or Jake's family had. We wrote, had the odd phone call, then the calls from him stopped, and the letters dwindled until they became non-existent. I wrote to him for a while, but he never wrote back, so I gave up. My heart broke for a long time over Jake Wethers. Well, if I'm being honest, I don't think it actually ever really healed. And I didn't see or hear from Jake again, well, until 6 years ago. I was 2 years in at university, sharing a flat with my still, to this day, best friend Simone, and she was watching a Saturday music show that used to be on back then. I was nursing a hangover, like most days, and was coming back into the living room from the kitchen with a coffee in hand, and there he was, Jake, on the TV, staring back at me. He'd grown, obviously, looked a little different, yet exactly the same. Covering my mouth with both my hands, I dropped my cup to the floor, coffee everywhere, but I didn't care. I stood there transfixed, watching him singing with his band. I'd heard about this new, fast-rising band, The Mighty Storm. I'd even heard their songs on the radio, but I'd never seen any pictures of the band members until that point. Simone was obviously interested to know why I just dressed our living room in coffee, so I sat down and told her my history with Jake. Then we both immediately went to my room to Google him on my computer. It made sense that Jake became a musician. He loved music as much as I did. I knew he could hold a note vocally, but I never realised just how great a singer he actually was. I've watched Jake's career over the years, watched him rise to stratospheric levels. And I've also watched his lows. I still care for him, of course.